Hi, welcome to 2026 Business Planning for Agents. My name is Cindy McAlpine. I am a North and South Carolina real estate agent. I run two high-performing teams, and we're going to be intentional today about business planning. And I know that we're going into the week of Thanksgiving and the holidays, but most agents struggle with building their pipeline and they wait until January 1, and that's not the thing to do, because by the time you get your business plan set and you do the activities necessary to establish a healthy pipeline, it will be the end of the first quarter, and you don't want that. So you need to start now, because everything you do now affects you 90 days from now. I know that sounds crazy, but this is a long-term goal. Real estate is a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So today I'm going to show you how to business plan for yourself. One page. It is one page. The document that's accompanying this is actually 4 pages, but there's little helps, notes in there to help you come up with what you're going to write on your one-page document. I made it so easy for you. So I'm really excited to get into this and show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm going to add my document to the stage. All right. So this is a 2026 real estate business plan that I give my own team. We actually met this week and went over it, and everyone is going to turn it in to me before December 1st. And they're going to add their dates on the calendar for the next 4 quarters so that I can meet with them and hold them accountable for what they put on this document. I know that sounds so scary, but accountability is the highest form of love. So here it is. We're going to plan your year. And if you can't see this, you can zoom in, or I can also attach this as a link and you guys can open this document, and I'll give you a minute. I'll attach the link in this below, and I'll give you guys a moment to download it and open it. We're going to plan your year. This is super exciting, and it's so easy to follow, and you're just going to refer to this one page every single time. All right, so you should have been able to download the document and get everything. And so I want you to notice that on page 1, right away, it's how many transactions do you want to close? And you're going to possibly do a little math here. Let me explain this. If you're in a market where the average price of a home is $350,000, you can often get those stats from your MLS. But let's say your average price of your home is $350,000, and my team on average over the past few years has taken in an average commission of 2.7% overall, because we do sell some new construction. We do a lot of listings, but if you know what your average commission is, I would take a stab, add a number. You got to pick a number that's for you and what you historically have done. Or if you've never done any, I would maybe just guess a number. Okay. So you're going to take the amount of transactions that you think you want to do. So I want you to say a big goal. So let's say 15 or 20 transactions. If you've never done any, put 10. If you're a brand new agent, if you're a seasoned agent, put at like 1 or 2 years in the business, put 20. If you're a veteran agent, I want you to put 30. Put 25 or 30 there. Okay. So you're going to take the average sell price times the commission, and you're going to put the gross number of commission there. Okay. And that's before splits and fees and credit card bills and all of the things. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So I want you to take a minute to figure that out. And this is just an exercise. It doesn't have to be perfect. This music. Okay, now that you have that done, I want you to put your why down. This why is a big why. It's an intentional why. It's not because you need to pay your bills. I want you to put your really emotional why. Why do you need to sell that many? What life-changing thing is going to happen if you do that number? Like, what would you be able to achieve? Are you going to send a kid to college? Are you going to go on the ultimate Disney vacation? Are you going to go to Europe? Are you going to finally pay off your car? Are you going to buy your own home? Are you going to pay your mortgage off? I mean, what are you going to do with this money? Why? What is the biggest, coolest reason why you're doing this? What would you do with all that money that you're making besides just pay bills? You got to put it down. I want you guys to think about that while I'm talking. Just write it on the section of my why. It's super important. And I think like a lot of people don't, really understand that you have to go back to that why often to remind yourself to do the things that you don't want to do, really on a weekly basis, because you'll have negative days and you'll have bad days where you'll talk yourself out of doing the things that you need to be focused on to achieve your goals. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to give 2026 one word. Okay. One word. It's so important. And I've made it super easy for you on I think it's the 4th page, the last page, number 5, examples of your one word for 2026. So they could be like energy, mindset, drive, consistency, focus, courage, or they could be faith, grit, confidence, clarity, vision, reclaim. It could also be gratitude, peace, empathy, connection, purpose. It could be wealth. It could be, I put discipline for mine. Okay. I need to be disciplined. I need to be more disciplined. That's going to be my one word. I want you to choose it. And I want you to really make sure that it ties in with your why. Okay. And you need to put it like on your mirror in your bathroom, put it on a note, like a Post-it note, and just stick it on there. The one word. I want you to see it every single day because you're going to track your actions, right? So you're going to put the one word. It's going to focus on your growth for the whole year. And then I want you to define your top 3 areas of focus and then set 3 measurable objectives for each. So the example is on this page, and it's basically like pillars of business. And if you've ever heard of that word, it is what types of activities are you going to do to bring business to yourself this year in 2026? So are you going to lead generate? Are you going to take more listings and do more conversions? Are you going to do systems and operations for yourself? Do you need to clean up your database? Do you need to hire people? Do you need to automate things? Are you going to have some personal growth? Those are examples. Are you going to do more open houses to get more buyers? Are you going to build your database? You need to put your top 3 areas, okay? 3 big ones. And then I want you to put 3 objectives, measurable objectives, so right next to those items on the lines that I put there. And so like if you look on the next page, I gave you examples of the focus areas and the objectives there. So look on the next page, and I'm going to give you a moment to look at that and define the 3 areas and the objectives, measurable objectives, like grow from 300 contacts to 600 contacts, write a weekly email newsletter, or do 12 Instagram reels a month, take 10 listings, get Red X, get Vulcan, make 1,000 calls a week. Hire a VA. Work out 3 times a week. Read 10 pages every night. A lot of people like doing this because it's just like 75 hard. You can tackle something and do it over and over and over again, 5 days a week. So choose your top 3 lead pillars. And I'm giving you a little time to fill those out. All right. So once you have those filled out, you've written it down on paper. Remember, once you write something down, it plants in your mind. You are actually going to remind yourself because you just wrote it. It's going to be real. It's a real goal. Here are some things that I told my agents that I want them to be doing to be more successful in 2026. And, you may think to yourself, I don't have enough people in my database to have 20 conversations per day. We have 36,000 people in our database right now. So it's quite easy for the agents to focus on that. It might take them 3 or 4 hours to have that many conversations. But I'm just telling you, if you can have 20 conversations per week as a solo agent with a small database, you're still going to be winning. I would like you to focus on 1 to 2 appointments per week, even if that means coffee or tea or something. And I also want you to do all of your daily follow-ups before noon. I want you to focus on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on all of your daily follow-ups. And I want you to post at least 1 social media video a week. You can post a regular post a day, but 1 video a week. Try for that. I really think that is so important to keep yourself out there in front of your SOI. So those are things that I think are daily non-negotiables. And then I want you just, if you see on this paper, it says Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. I want you to put dates there. I want you to look on your calendar and put dates at the end of each quarter, because I want you to put it on your calendar, that date, and put business plan review. I want you to review yourself for about 15 minutes each quarter and look, and I want you to tally up your closings, your hots, your warms, your nurtures, your pendings, and your close, and see where you are at in terms of your ultimate goal for the year, and whether you're doing the things on the business plan document. Have you been doing them? What have you been avoiding? So right now, I want you to go ahead and pick your 4 dates. All right, awesome. Now that you've picked your 4 dates for your quarterly check-ins, I'm going to give you some advice for doing this the right way and making sure that you track everything and hold yourself accountable and eliminate the most distractions that you can. We're going to talk about 1, decluttering and distractions. You're going to eliminate busy work that doesn't make money. examples would be organizing files, redesigning logos, over editing videos, doing TC paperwork. You need to go ahead and hire a TC if you're a veteran agent. And if you're doing over 15 transactions a year, you need a TC so that you can scale and make more money. You can get back so many hours of your life so that you can prospect more, because that is your job, is to find more business. You need to identify 3 tasks to delegate and stop doing them by January 31st. So I want you to write down 3 tasks on this page to designate that you're going to stop doing. Like, you're going to find a way to automate these things. Okay. And if you don't have a CRM, you need to invest in looking into a CRM right now, like today, like in November. Okay. So I want you to also keep a not now list for ideas that aren't priorities. So there's a book called Eat That Frog, and it basically makes you make brain dumps and lists of things that you need to be doing, and you need to prioritize them in A, B, and C categories. And everything in A needs to get done today, but B and C can be put on the back burner, and you can move them along on your calendar as you do them. You just delete them. Okay. So you need to make sure that you prioritize things and stop like avoiding things that you need to be doing right now, and make sure that you cross it off your list or delete it from your calendar once you do it. So here today, we've chose your top 3 lead pillars. You're going to ignore the shiny objects. Don't buy the software. Don't buy more courses and do more things. Just focus on what you said you were going to do. And I would urge you to just pick one social platform and master it before adding another. Don't try to do all the social platforms. Pick one. For boomers in my age, I'm 50, so Facebook is the ultimate platform for me in my SOI. Instagram is a second, but I don't get as much business from that. And so I focus a lot on Facebook, and you need to protect your time like a CEO. If it's not scheduled, it won't happen. My phone schedule tells me what I'm doing every day. So I schedule everything so I don't forget it. And I even put my brain dump on my calendar. And so if that helps you to time block, I also have a time blocking guide in the Savvy Agent Academy on my Stand store. So if you need help with time blocking to get these activities done, it's free. You can download it. So again, you're going to take massive action. You're going to review your 1 word every morning. You're going to choose one high impact task to complete before noon every single day. You're going to track your activity, because momentum compounds through consistency. If you start now instead of January 1, you're going to crush 2026, I promise. And so I hope that you can use this to help yourself. I hope you don't fall off halfway through the year. If you need some motivation or guidance, feel free to reach out to me, because I want you to win. This is for you to win, and I want you to crush your goals and to be so successful. You guys are rock stars. And if you're taking this course with me, then you absolutely are wanting to win, and I want you to win too. So if you've paid attention this long, about 18, 20 minutes, then congratulations, you've gotten to the end of the 2026 business planning for agents. Feel free to share with me your business plan, and I would love to see it. I would love to see all the ideas of what people are going to be doing for their objectives. And so I hope you have the great rest of 2025 and an ultimate 2026.